farm for bombs, so I won't.
So far, just money and thieves.
Hello everyone, joining you a little late. We have a race that is a couple minutes underway right now. It is a co-op randomizer between the NDA team, which I am a part of, and Agus Backup Dancers. I am Hammer Bro in the booth, and I am joined by the one and only Zeke Highwind. How you doing today, man?
Doing well. Going to shout out our trackers already, Akir and Relkin, for managing to keep track with what we've already seen while we were getting things fixed. So, shall we enjoy this Randomizer race, Hammer?
Well, it depends. What's Chicken Hut going to give us?
Let's ask Spy. Did you mean guard barracks?
Yeah, but they're not red guards, so really there's no complaint to be had.
Yeah, at least they're the blue guards that actually have this habit of not seeing you.
Right.
And we are aware of the slight technical difficulty on NDA side that we don't actually have stream of Reg up quite yet. That is being worked on.
Just assume that as Regaro, he is completely demolishing the seed. One death at a time.
We did find a moon pearl here in the well.
I'm not sure if I should make a moon pearl joke or just say, well, what do we have here?
I don't like this freeze frame in Hyrule Castle like we got on Reg.
It's fine. Just don't get hit by one of the whiz robes that takes 4 hearts a pop. He does have a sword, though, actually, which is nice.
And Zephyr is going to go over to Eastern Palace, while Bread heads down to South Shore, and Spy is going over to Eastern Palace.
Yeah, one of the really interesting things as Reg tries to NMG the mini Moldorm and doesn't have much luck with it, is figuring out how to cut up the light world, because you can go a lot of places really, really quick, and trying to figure out the way that will lead you to the least amount of backtracking is always an interesting proposition.
That is correct. I've seen some teams clear the entire light world between the two of them in 13 minutes. So,
yeah, it's doable.
It's impressive.
It also kind of depends on where you are in terms of items, because sometimes you can do one route and it's great for one day, and then you try it again, and based upon where you find stuff, you literally just have to go chase that other person around.
We got a Quake medallion in the front of Hyrule Castle. That we don't know if that's important yet.
In terms of Randomizer, it's not a terrible thing, as Zephyr takes an unfortunate popo to the face. But it's a potentially useful situation. Okay, so it looks like based upon Spy's routing here that, oh, gross, Gibdo, that's disgusting. That Reg went to Eastern while Spy was doing the Kakariko play.
You mean since Spy just left after that sword? Yeah, probably.
Right. Since Spy dropped into Sahasrah's closet, grabbed one item, grabbed the sword out of Eastern, and ran for the hills.
That sword will be nice for Spy to have here on the South Shore.
Yes. And with Zephyr grabbing that sword, too, that is knowledge that both teams now have, which that stupid Dead Rock is not having it. Dead Rocks are terrible indoors.
We can cut the indoors part off that sentence, Hammer.
Okay, fine. Dead Rocks are terrible indoors. Spy grabbing a piece of heart, which is not something you often see our runners do, but it is Randomizer, and you will take what you can get and all of it, please and thank you.
That's a glove in Dark Cross. That's kind of huge.
It's also kind of gross. So Reg's sitting on half a heart, gonna try to get through here. Gonna have a key something or other.
I did just miss what was on Zora Ledge. And hey, you remember that Quake we just picked up?
Immediately useful. Okay, so if this last room isn't terrible...
It's
why
terrible.
did you do that?
Well, the good news is, with the glove, he can just save and quit and drop in from above now.
That is also fair. Yeah, that's also a fair point. Which he also seems to have immediately realized, which is good.
So, one thing about this mode in League, we have 4 runners here. They're in teams of 2. So, the players on the left are working together to try and defeat the players on the right. And I hate this room.
It's not that bad. Just move south. Jeez. Whoa, swingy! Oh, no.
Do you see what I see?
It's slightly aggravating, isn't it?
Yeah. How do you like climbing?
Well, I didn't bring my rock gear, so yeah.
I expect to see a mountain trip first, mind you.
Well, yes, but the problem is there's not really a whole lot that we can do up the mountain right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Speaking of ugly rooms, how about this eastern room? Good luck figuring out... Oh, that was nice. Knew exactly what had the key. And honestly didn't take too much damage. Really well done.
Yeah, that was well done from Zephyr.
I did not see that lumberjack check, did you?
Nope. I'm going to see if I can see on the VOD.
It looked like a piece of heart, but... Reg is one of those people who can check things annoyingly quickly.
Did we ever find a compass in Eastern, or is this a blind check?
Well, there's only about a 1 in 10 chance it'll be a blind check, but...
No thank you.
Where is that damn Quake medallion right now?
Oh, what is this?
It is, it's 2 heart central, so we're gonna... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah. That was ugly.
Like, the enemies weren't even that bad. It was just the unfortunate part that everything that hits you takes 2 hearts in that room.
Not everything. The Snapdragon takes 3.
Okay, look, at least. Bread grabbing the glove and saying, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with the key rat. I'll meet you on the other side.
I mean, I don't blame him.
What did Reg see here on the ledge? Because Spy was going to... Oh, the book. Uh-oh, Spy's making the play.
Well, he needs his glove, regardless.
Oh, dingus. BMO Central, I love it.
I mean, I've seen some crazy Randomizer rooms in this mode, and they usually involve BMOS. Just 10 bombs on Desert Ledge.
What's the plural of BMOS? Is it BMI?
It's BMOS statues.
Well, that's... No. The plural of BMOS is BMOSes, or BMOSI,
The
or...
actual enemy name is BMOS statue.
Or... I don't know. It's something else. I refuse to call it there. Wow, Bombo's medallion in Agonis Cave. Grab yourself some magic and let's have some fun with these stupid rooms.
You know, Zephyr probably wishes they had that. Oh, back in the back of Eastern Palace.
Yeah, that's one of those rooms where medallions that murder things come in handy. So now that Reg is going to be the one to go do Desert, it would not surprise me to see Spy take his butt straight up to Aga.
To go visit the wizard?
I mean, I don't think they have much left to do unless Spy is inclined to just follow Reg.
It kind of depends on what's over here. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see a trip. Yeah, it looks a lot like he's going up the tower right now.
Right.
Probably ready to save and quit if he hears the words hammer or Titansmiths.
Well, I don't imagine they'd be talking about me, but yes.
I mean, they know you're in the commentary booth. They're probably talking about both of us.
I mean, honestly, do you even stop if you hear Titansmiths? If it's like, I don't mean like right now, but I mean like if he pulls it off the boss, do you even stop? Because there's a chance this is still an Aga required seed and you'd almost be there.
Yeah, if you find it early, I think you bail, but otherwise you finish the climb.
Yeah, so far Desert stringing us along.
Right, and what have we got in the Vanilla Power Glove chest?
Oh, Turner. Oh, is he going to? Well,
he might be getting this key while he's out there halfway down. Just swing the sword, Spy.
No, he's going. Okay, so Reg is going to mess around in the back of Desert, and Spy says you can take the hook shot and shove it. Speaking of, the boss is blind, I believe.
And then...
Oh, Cold Stare. Sorry, I missaw that. Whoa, half magic's a nice grab.
So half magic and
the hook shot.
Hook shot in Pendant Desert.
So Spy is ignoring the hook shot for now. Reg is also going to go check Agina's cave and grab his Bombos medallion there, which would actually, yeah, that would make Cold Stare killable, but we're not exactly super keen on that right now since there isn't an item behind that check, and it's not a crystal.
And Zephyr picks up their glove. Bread will find that hook shot. So the hook shot has two main paths we can see from it, Hammer.
Yes, and they both have very, very different implications. Path 1 is go mess around on Paradox Cave and maybe find something fun. Path 2 is go do what Spy's doing right now and then take your butt over to the other side of the Dark World. Also, Spy, please just swing the damn sword.
Please don't die, Spy. I wish Spy had that Bombos medal.
NDA, for those who are wondering, stands for Near Death Always. It doesn't matter if he has that medallion because he needs another magic decanter to be able to even use it. So, yeah.
Well, if he had gone to get the hookshot, he'd have the half magic too.
Yeah, well, if he had common sense, he'd be me. So, you know, here we are.
And looks like we're going to have Zephyr follow Bread out for that hook shot now. And we have our hammer. This is a hammer on Paradox Cave.
Well,
Well, now Spy's going to follow Reg around for the next 5 minutes.
Right. I mean, at least it wasn't fully an Agassiz, just mostly. Aga's backup dancer's having a similar moment of misfortune with Zephyr on the mountain and Bread with the hookshot, so.
And Reg is going to take us to go visit Tower of Hera.
Yeah, go check the tablet first, please. Thank you.
And the book, so far, the book is only for the hookshot.
And the half magic. I don't care what anyone says, in Randomizer, half magic is crucial.
Yes, but I'm paying close attention to the logic side of it. Half magic only really affects one thing logically, and that is Spike Cave.
Speaking of things that affect Spike Cave, what do you think of that bottle sitting on top of Spec Rock?
I think that we don't have a mirror.
Give it time.
Well, for once we have a Hera pot capable. Ah, that's the new Hera pot. Did we just get hit by that spike and almost die?
Yes, but there are fairies. Oh, why is Helmasaur in Hera?
Just specifically to make you suffer.
No, that would be Vidi in Hera. Reg, grab that bomb. Whatever.
This is exactly why I signed up to commentate with you.
Because you'd all be yelling at my teammates the entire time. It's okay. It's fine as long as he doesn't die. And honestly, the Master Sword's going to be a giant help here towards the end, so.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, when Helma decides to park his tail right there, the mask doesn't like to take damage.
Well, we have iframes. It makes sense for the boss to have a handful of them as well.
It's cheating when it's used against me.
Nice fight there.
Yeah, nice finish on that fight.
I told you!
That's kind of... Okay, so the Dark World just opened up big time.
Yeah, it very much did. It's really interesting how this is going to get routed then. The only thing that would make this more preposterous than it already is if we found Mitz somewhere.
Yeah. Mitz and Flute make even better.
Speed got Wall Master.
Giggle.
Tunic Link, corner pocket.
Okay. The Thieves and the Wallmaster is actually kind of a rude combo. Because those thieves will just knock you back in decent ways, and then you can just get grabbed during the knockback. That's
exactly what happened the first time, too, which is spectacular, honestly.
And Reg is taking the league, the unofficial league coffee break.
Alright, so Spy is going to grab his hookshot and half magic, and then is going to be running up the mountain as Reg gets a shield.
I am on record of having made fun of shields a lot. I actually appreciate shields pretty well in this mode.
Yeah, they can definitely be helpful. Up to the fire shield, I would say, especially, is just a very nice place to be. Okay. Bread gonna want to be careful here. Unfortunately, I don't... Yeah, that is a...
Nice shot, Helma.
That stupid tail. That stupid tail can just go somewhere else. Although I guess that's how it got to Hera. Okay, so this is where things are going to get interesting, because that mirror is something that is not only going to be progression, is also potentially going to be, you know, something that just makes their lives faster. So it'll be interesting to see when and if they head back up there. I imagine that Brad will be up there in a minute after this coffee break that unfortunately is not going to give him anything to help. But it's just, Helmasaur's not a fun fight.
Yeah. Bread does not have the Master Sword from Back of Escape.
Right, which is a lot of the really difficult situation right here. Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
And Zephyr's not messing around with Hera at all. So
this is gonna be interesting.
Especially since Swamp is a crystal. Ice Palace and Thieves Town, of course, are our pendants, with Pod being a 5/6. I didn't see which Light World was our 5/6.
Based on our trackers, I believe Eastern.
It would have to be Eastern. Yeah, that would make sense.
And Green Pendant Desert, of course.
Oh, was it Green Pendant? Oh, gross. Has Spy learned the new thing? No, he has not.
I don't know, he's your teammate. You tell us.
Well, I know that Reg's been yelling at him to learn it for the last, you know...
I mean, do you know it?
No, I know the original one, but I'm just bad at this game and don't care, so it's fine.
Okay, so... that makes two of us.
No, there's levels to this, Zeke.
No, I mean, the hasn't learned the new one.
Okay, cool. Anyways, Reg is going to be taking the Village of Outcasts area, as Spy is learning that iframes exist for Helmasaur as well.
Helma up here is not fun.
No, I would argue that
Helma most places isn't fun.
A cold stare and a Vidi are much less fun, but yes, this is not a fun place to be.
And we did find a sword in South Dark World.
Yes.
So, Tempered Sword will actually be helpful for when they do make it back up for that Helmasaur.
Spy, I swear to God, if you had fallen off that center hole, I would have ended you. Goodness gracious.
I would have laughed. Skullwoods. The Wall Masters are already there. Don't get shuffled out. Less fun if more Wall Masters shuffle in. They stack on top of each other, and you can only kill one at a time.
Interesting, I didn't know that. Boss check, blind in the back of Skullwoods.
Okay, we were talking about not fun bosses. That is a not fun boss.
You know, I said it before I thought about it, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really glad I'm in the booth with you, Zeke.
I just played the blind in their game yesterday.
No, you can't make me. Ugh.
Luckily for them, they do have the tool that I had to use to survive. That would be, you can hookshot back and forth between the blocks in the Skullwoods arena.
That's fair.
It's also funny.
Oh, Bread thankfully going from Fighter Sword to Tempered Sword real quick. Spy gets the knowledge for Tempered Sword as well as $100 in the back, which is not bad. That is Zora money. So
Yeah, and none of our runners have made it to visit King Scam today. Please do not stand still in that cave door with a Lionel out front. This looks like a Bombos medallion check to me.
it is. Yep. It's going to be a Bombos medallion check, and then he will mess around with 45 and Stumpy up to Dig Game if he stops not holding down his buttons.
If it matters, Pendant Thieves Big Key is in the first chest, so really nice for quick routing if you can do stuff in here.
I feel like that just makes the I don't want it louder, though. Like,
Our first duplicate boss. So the way our boss shuffle works is we are guaranteed to have one of every boss in the game. And then we are also guaranteed to have 3 other bosses show up a second time to represent the 3 bosses from Gan's Tower getting reshuffled into the pool as well.
I didn't catch what boss we had in Thieves Town, so I don't know what duplicate we're looking at.
Luckily today, it doesn't involve iframes. It's our good friend, the Helmus Arcade.
Gross. Okay. Well, then at least I guess you don't have to deal with them in Moldorm too, but that's really about it.
Yeah. That just means there's room for a Cold Stare up there now.
I feel like Cold Stare should be in Ice Armos, though. It's more fitting.
That's where Trinex goes.
Oh, you're a mean human being.
No, there's actually... I actually do know it's a little more common than it should be.
I'm not sure I've seen one this week, so...
I have, but luckily the Big Key was on the other side of the dungeon.
Yeah, that works. And that is another Helmosaur down.
Unfortunately, it's the wrong Helmosaur to bring down.
Well, you say that, but we might pull Mitts out of here or something.
Meanwhile, Aga's backup dancers have one going into Red Crystal Palace of Darkness. Cannot clear this without the bow.
Alright, so Red getting $6 for a chest game. I guess that's nice. And Zephyr is going to at least attempt to clear the back of Thieves Town. This being definitely one of the more terrifying. Woohoo!
Hammer, you're turning into Goofy for a second there.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, this room at least actually turned out less painful than it usually is. And then there's this!
Honestly, all things considered, that wasn't terrible. Like, it was chaos, and you gotta kind of run one way and then run the other way, but avoiding damage or avoiding a bunch of damage wasn't that difficult, so...
Well, there's butter.
Meanwhile, Zephyr finding $20 in the attic.
I believe there's one more item, because the front, I think, was item and then 3 dungeon items.
I believe you are correct. So, we're starting to get to the, like, okay, where is our progression point? Like, are we looking at, I don't know, catfish?
You sound so dejected to say catfish.
I mean, it's just like we've pretty quickly basically last location did. Spike Cave isn't in logic right now because we still don't have an invulnerability item. And I think between our runners, we've carved up everything else. All right, Reg wanting to be careful here.
There's our logic, for NDA at least. The first item in pod is the flippers.
Oh. I didn't even notice that had gotten grabbed. So
The flippers
that
don't do anything for Aga's backup dancers yet.
Well, yeah, there's also the potential of there being something on Zora, I guess, so... Honestly, all things considered, best case scenario, there's nothing else here in pod. Because then Aga's backup dancers are much more likely to be shoved back up the mountain immediately. Like, in terms of missing a progression item, especially if it's something like the mirror, there are one of two things you want to happen. Like, either nothing is behind the item, as Spy is playing guard Pong, and is legitimately going to die here if he doesn't just use his hook shot to stun something. Anyways, you either
this
hope...
dungeon likes its wallmasters.
Clearly. You either hope that there's absolutely nothing behind the item and that you can kind of avoid doing a handful of checks because of it, or that it immediately pushes you back there with really nothing in between. So, I think that Aga's backup dancers are going to get shoved back here really quickly. Unless, of course, as I mentioned before, there's something sitting on Catfish or Zora.
We do not want to see something... If you're a fan of Aga's backup dancers, you do not want to see, like, the mitts come out before they get the mirror.
Right. I would agree with that.
If you're Hammer, you want the mitts to show up before they get the mirror.
I just want a good match. Like,
yes. But we've been making fun of your teammates. I have to make fun of you at some point, too.
I mean, I guess.
But...
Ooh, cutting the hammer, yup. Close there, but still pulling it off.
Hey, let's go hug this dead rock again. Brad realizing he doesn't have a bow.
Meanwhile, we're about to get that catfish check. On the flip side, though, there being something here could be really important for Aga's backup dancers, as long as it's not something that's going to pull them super far away from that mirror. Like something here like a required ether, for instance, or even a flute, would be really nice, because right now, NDA has kind of orphaned that check, since I know that Spy checked the ledge before.
So, in terms of bosses we can kill any boss except for one.
Nexy Nex. And we can't even kind of look at a Trinex either. Like, we just kind of laugh at it and keep moving.
No, it laughs at us and we leave.
Fair. I don't know, I feel like not having the items to deal with an early game Trinex is worthy of me laughing.
I mean, Randomizer's worthy of laughing.
No, it's not. It's worthy of crying. That's why I'm in the booth.
I thought you were in the booth to make fun of your team.
¿Por qué no las dos?
We're getting our first Zora check. And Spy's hammer up looks like mine.
Hey, Spy, you're not going anywhere, bud. You can't powder it after it's already frozen. Reg, meanwhile, has grabbed those flippers and is saying, see you.
Okay. We're forced back to that Helma, I think.
So Spy's mirroring out means that he will be checking the cat. Never mind.
You were saying?
I was saying that it would have been intelligent for my teammate to check Catfish and then mirror and check Zora, but whatever, it's fine.
No, I think he's going with ABCD.
Yeah, and I'm going with don't be doing the same thing your teammate is, you dingus.
I mean, yeah, but at least they're about to last location something in here. Because all said and considered, this is a last location swamp.
Other than Zora, yes. Which could still have something, because nobody's checked.
Good stuff. Bread just checked it.
Oh, did Brad check it? I missed that.
Yeah. Bread just found a, I want to say it was 3 bombs or a heart container. 1 or 2.
Well, never mind.
Alright, so the swamp key is vanilla here in Swamp Palace. That's good.
Well, it's not key.
Otherwise, I think the only person who could actually finish this seed in a reasonable amount of time would be Bread, and we'd have to disqualify him for major glitches. The high change hump?
And Spy takes the lead in Swamp. Especially since there's a map there, and he will not... Oh, no! Bread trying to get cute with bombs, and instead...
At least this time he doesn't have to spin spin around the Helmosaur.
Okay, so which one of these 2 runners is going to go check left side?
Greg, because Spy doesn't like to.
You're not wrong. I was trying to keep the suspense. Oh no, get wrecked! Well, Spy might not be checking anything in a minute here.
You were telling Spy to get wrecked, right?
No, I was telling you to get wrecked. I don't want him to die right now. Better hope that Spy is good with his diver down as Reg forgets to grab a key.
Been there, done that. Alright, now we see... Okay, this is doable.
Yeah, if he... Okay.
Except for one tiny problem.
Spy is bad at everything?
I think that powdering the antifairy just messes up the bomb blasts here.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Oh, color me surprised. Alright, so left side. Actually, I guess back is one Loop checks on first. That's a bow.
Oh, that's gross.
That's a double dip of pod to do this.
Gross! Like, just straight up required. Like, yeah, here, have one of these, bud.
Well, now Reg has an excuse to go back in if there's something in left side.
That's fair.
We've seen the map. I don't know if we've seen the compass.
I don't recall having seen a compass.
There's our second shield. There's our third shield, actually.
Yes, because Reg already has 2. Have we seen the big key yet?
Yes. Reg just pulled it and flooded dribble.
Oh, did he? Okay.
That's his excuse to go back in.
Got it.
So, Reg has a harder fight with which is probably fine. You're making streamer noises again.
Yes! It's because I'm not in control. Like, I would be making streamer... No! Oh my god. Okay, well, Reg is currently playing Oko with puffballs. He can still take one ice ball to the face, but
this is only slightly stressful, isn't it?
Okay, there's one. There's two.
There's two. You gonna survive over there?
Yeah, okay. We're good.
We did not find the compass. Reg does not have to go back in. That's the second crystal on the board for NDA.
And you were giving me a hard time.
That culture puff went right past the backside of Reg.
Well, you know. After all that, Spy dies on Cold Stare here.
We get a laugh if he does, because he has a gold sword.
That's why I said it.
So, the bow unlocks one check.
Have we gotten everything out of Eastern?
Two checks, logically, because I think there's still an item on the boss in Eastern. But...
Swear to God, Spy. Okay.
Spy. Spy.
Speed, please.
Zephyr is giving us a pedestal check.
And as we find out that Pet is dead, chat pointing out that Reg could have in fact gotten that bacon sword before coming in here. And yes, you're correct, he could have. Would have been nice, wouldn't it have?
Chat is absolutely correct about that.
It's okay, I'm just going to give him a nice cold stare, nice Master Sword cold stare fight in all caps. Oh wait, I have an interview with him afterwards. Never mind, we'll just do it then. Alright, thank goodness. Go check Catfish, you nincompoop.
Someone's got to do it eventually. Or, I mean, you don't have to.
Okay, so right now we have 2 checks on the board.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Unless nobody checked these checks up here.
No, Reg checked those.
Okay.
Reg just didn't finish it off with a current jump.
Honestly, with Spy going toward Pod, that's fine.
Right. No, I'm not saying it was a bad call. I'm just saying it wasn't done.
I love the bonk freeze frame for Diminish Link.
It should be Thieves Town and Ice Palace as the crystals.
Pendants.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Humana, learn how to speak.
I think Zephyr... Nope. Yep, nope. Yep, no. Is not giving us Eastern Palace.
Doesn't have the bow yet? Which isn't strictly speaking required, but...
It's still logically required, but it's not required.
Right.
The The only concern is what boss we find where.
Thankfully, Pod and Eastern are both crystals, so at least we're checking crystals off the list. You know. We also have that desert palace.
It could be Mitz and Pyramid Fairy with the bows.
I mean, even then, that's not terrible, though. I'm more concerned about the potential of Green Pendant for Mitz.
You mean as everybody does everything but Desert Palace?
I mean, I don't blame them.
I mean, to be fair, Bread is checking mirror checks right now.
Right. Which is something that we have already knocked out.
Yes, because the mirror was found early on NDA's side.
Oh, this room is interesting.
Good knowledge by Reg.
Yes.
For those who don't know, those Hinoxes die to a single bomb explosion that is not their own.
Which there's something delightfully ironic about that, but I feel like that's probably... I always get really happy when I see Pen Gators in, like, super long hallways. I feel like they're just so happy.
There's Duplicate 2.
Is it 3? Have we seen 2 Cold Stairs?
No, because we've seen 2 Helm. I think we've only seen... Wait, is it Cold Stare in Desert 2?
I think so. That's why I was saying it.
What the heck?
Okay, so there is one of every remaining boss.
Okay. So, that means there are only 2 things that can be on top of Ganon's Tower. 3. We haven't seen Moldworm, Vitreous, or Mothula.
Correct. Yeah, that was nuts. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in a boss shuffle, but, you know.
What? All 3 duplicate bosses showing up this early?
Yeah, just like basically the first 6 bosses you see, and, you know, here you go.
I mean, the race I played the other day had all 3 duplicate bosses in GT, so I'm now seeing the other extreme.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Meanwhile, Spy was having fun, and now he's just getting lasered to the face.
Did you mean fighting blind?
Right. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, Spy, don't die. Now he's just being rude. There we go. One more. There we go. Okay. Red making good use of bombos.
And we'll probably be seeing both Bread and Spy going to Eastern after this as well.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll see them do that, and then we will probably see Reg go mess around with that Pyramid Fairy before finally biting the bullet and heading over to the desert. Nice room there by Reg. And
Just
nice,
close for coming from Bread.
Nice fight by Bread, though. I mean, that's one of the worst spots for blind, so...
Any room with spikes on top is bad for blind. So, like, even the corner spikes in the Turtle Rock are bad.
I mean, the Vidi location's not great either, for that same exact reason, but usually by the time you get to Vidi or back at TR, you have enough stuff that you're usually okay, even if it's not fun.
That said, everyone makes fun of Ice Tranix for being bad. Hi, Vitreous! Alright, we're down to 2 bosses that can be on top of Ganon's Tower.
We're about to be down to Reg being dead if he's not careful. Those eyeballs do 4 hearts apiece, and Reg, you have enough arrows. Arrow the darn eyeballs. Reg, please. Reg, stop trying to get cute. Just kill it. They're trying to give me a heart attack, guys.
Isn't that what you signed up for by doing Randomizer comms?
No.
Alright, that is 4 crystals on the board for NDA. 7 of total 14. That is 5 on the board for team on Aga's backup dancers, with both teams going for more crystals. Alright, so if you're NDA here, do you send the 1 person at Green Pen and 1 person at Big Bomb?
I'm sending Reg at Big Bomb because he will probably be basically done with it by the time Spy gets out, and then we'll know either everyone's going to Desert or or Spy's just gonna die here and it won't matter. Or there's obviously an item in the Pyramid Fairy. Because going to Desert, there's no way you're gonna get those checks done before Spy gets done with this, so. No, that's not the way to do that, Spy. This is one of those times where you really wish you had a go. And safeties are absolutely amazing in Randomizer.
They really are. Make no mistakes, watching some of your top runners do things without. They've been playing the game for years, and have a lot of experience. I think even they like safeties in those cases still.
Right, I was going to say, in most circumstances, the top runners even then will go ahead and grab some stuff that's along the way. So now Reg's going to know silvers, which is nice but not required, and there's our mitts. So,
why are the mitts there for the second race I've been involved with?
And 2, why is the other location vanilla / something you would have really wanted for this stinking boss here?
2, why is the silver arrows vanilla, but why are they behind a crystal on Vitreous?
What was the boss in Pod? Was it Cold Stare?
Oh, that was blind.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I was about to lose my mind if that was Cold Stare, because then you would have had the silvers behind 1 Cold Stare and 1 Vitreous.
Oh, now I wish it was the Cold Stare.
That's why I was hoping. Alright, so now Reg is going to run through the top of the mountain here, and Spy is going to go grab his mitts.
So, for go mode, we might need an Ice Rod. And we absolutely need Cane and Fire Rod.
I feel like we definitely need an Ice Rod at this point. Just based
upon...
You want
to see the Ice Rod.
Right. Like, I feel like the odds of us not needing an Ice Rod are... I don't like those odds.
I think the odds of us not needing an Ice Rod are 4 to 1. 3 to 2, even.
Well, okay, so we know the boss for desert. We know the boss for Thieves Town, obviously. We don't know the boss for Ice. Can Trinex be in Ice?
So Trinex can be in any of the 3 dungeons we don't know.
Right, but I'm also thinking about Aga Tower as well.
Yes. The only spot we don't... There's our Fire Rod. So the only spot we don't know that... There's Arcane. We could be... Can we get the full set here?
That would be ridiculous. Okay, not quite.
We also need Ether, we found out.
Gotcha, okay.
But Trinex cannot be on top of Ganon's Tower. That's the only spot of the remaining 5 of the remaining 6 boss slots we don't know.
Right. And whether or not we're going to need the... yeah, because there's only 2 spots we could get away with. One of them being an Ice Palace, and the other one being...
on Ice.
On Ice, which we might need anyways. So...
3.5 to 1.5 odds that we don't need an Ice Rod?
Not high enough that I like the idea of it. We'll just put it that way.
Bread is going up to do the check for all of these items. And Reg is taking the Fire Rod directly to Back of Skull Woods.
Well, seeing as your other main option in terms of dungeons right now is, Ice Palace, I certainly don't blame him.
So yeah, at this point, we need at least Ether and Flute, and possibly Ice Rod. Yes. Where is everything? Where are our safeties?
Well, the mitts do open up a handful of things here, including Smith Chain and the like, so we have some options.
What is this?
A mess? This blind fight is going to be interesting, though, because it's just not... That's not a fun spot for it. 300 there, okay. Is that our second item?
Might be. I don't remember checking the front of Skull Woods also.
I know Reg did, I just don't remember if he grabbed anything.
Was that our second shield in there?
I think you're right. So this is just going to be for a crystal, then. One more hit for Zephyr. Nicely done. All right, that is... Another blind bites the dust.
Didn't see that coming. And similarly to Reg, Bright is going direct express route to Skullwoods.
Yeah, which again, all of this makes sense, because really all you're going to have left is Smith Chain, which is in the area anyways, so it might as well just come over here. And that green pendant turn-in that everyone just kind of putting their hands in their ears and ignoring, because, again, do you blame them?
There's not an item on the boss, so it's doing an entire dungeon that you've already dipped in once for one. And Combat Cane of Samaria, this is not fun. That good thing you have potion. You have to survive to get 3 hits.
I think that was 2. Okay, good.
Ether there? Yuck!
At least we have a bottle, question mark?
Also, we were wrong. We did not find an item in Skullwoods.
No, so that was, 2 items in the back.
Wonderful.
Ped check! Just couch cash.
So, if you're NDA, do you send Reg back up the mountain now?
I mean, yeah. What are the options? Like, go do desert, go do TR, or...
Go to ice.
Yeah, and, I mean, 2 of those are pendants, so... If the seed's gonna let you skip desert or skip, the rest of desert and ice, you take it. So, I mean, I feel like as long as there's a way to go, Reg's gonna go that way. Especially with that potentially being our go mode. Like, outside of just needing a flute, which, odds of that sitting in TR are just as high as it being anywhere else.
Would it have been faster for Bread to just save and quit with the purple chest?
Probably, but muscle memory's difficult sometimes. And then you think about it and you're like halfway through and it's like, oh crap, I could have. Oh well, whatever. Oh, gross.
Oh, good.
So that is an interesting find. Because Spy has not done that. And Purple Chest, if not grabbed right now, is not going to be grabbed for a good long time. So, if that mushroom leads to something, that could be significant. And again,
going directly to find out.
I don't. Well, no, absolutely, yeah. Especially if you check something that's out of the way like this, you go find that thing right now. Because telling Zephyr, hey, go do Purple Chest, there's something behind it, versus telling Zephyr, okay, you can skip the entirety of the Smith Chain, it's useless, is a pretty important distinction to make as early on as you can.
It is. Hey, more fetch quests.
Well,
Maybe that shovel leads to a vanilla flute.
oof, that would be disgusting.
Right, and Zephyr is going to go get their mitts and silvers now. So, offensively, the seed's actually really good.
Yes.
Defensively is a word.
It's not as bad as it could be. Most of our runners are sitting on, 10 or 11 hearts right now, so it's not as terrible as it could be, especially for a co-op seed. But I do agree in terms of, handing us a safety, please and thank you, or, a mail upgrade, or I don't know, half magic and powder and ice, I guess, but it's really about all we've been given. So I do find it kind of interesting that they are not messing around with that shovel yet.
I mean, Reg's gonna just dive the rest of the dungeon.
I'm not talking about Reg.
The shovel's in TR.
Never mind. And yeah, Spy is just following him. So at this point they're playing the hope that TR has something. If not, oh well, it was a crystal. We'll clean up and do the rest of the stuff later.
They're playing hopefully the flutes up here game.
Right. Or at the very least an ice rod, because there's a respectable chance you're going to need that as well.
But not here!
Argus!
What does that leave?
That
leaves Armos?
It leaves Armos, it leaves Landmo, it leaves
the Light World bosses.
Right, it leaves all three of those. It also leaves a Mothula.
And a Trinix.
And a Nexinex.
There's at least one more. No, it doesn't.
No, there's not?
We're missing 2 bosses and then 3 bosses. So yeah, no, there's not. I can't count.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Our tracker Egg here is pointing out the routing on this is actually kind of a nightmare.
Oh, absolutely. No, the double dips are everywhere. Like it.
The seed's pretending to be a keys seed.
Oh, Reg forgot to check. Mimic Cave. Reg!
Well, let's try and make sure it can tell Spy, hey, don't even bother going out to the ledge.
Well, that's why you could have checked it before. Well, we're not saying no to that. Heart Spy is not going to be taking an extra trip for. Okay, and that is another terrible blind fight completed. GG's. That is not fun.
I think there's only one more to go.
I don't want it. Like, ooh. Okay, so we're going to get out of logic. Check here, which is going to require a bottle with a goo in it that I hope... Okay, cool. Zephyr does have.
Zephyr does have it. Finally! There's an armor upgrade.
It had to be somewhere, you know? There's a crystal roller. Holy moly. We don't... Oh, Reg is just going to be dead.
I'm amazed. I can't wait for there to be one going up and down on this mini bridge.
I mean, we do have the hook shot, so... Reg...
Oh no! What is that?
Reg getting the one enemy.
Oh, my sides. That was funny.
He was like, I have an idea. Nothing survives this, Beamos. Hold my beam.
With your face.
With your face. Oh man, that was rude.
Chat's pointing out, Spy may want to go to the ledge now.
Yeah, he's not going to because he's an absolute spy, but he should. Reg's gonna die again. Yeah.
Ring around the reg.
Okay, he is taking it. Wow, okay. And Reg's second death may have encouraged him to do so.
Oh, can you blame him?
I don't blame him. I'm just surprised. He normally doesn't show common sense. Just like, I'll be fine.
Well, you see, he doesn't need common sense to deal with an uncommon enemy like this.
Okay, so what was the boss on here?
This is an Argus.
Okay. Okay. Oh god. Okay.
He doesn't have the health to survive. He's gonna die here again.
He might be able to dash to the right and just dash through. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Red. Yes, sir. Don't get... Okay, I was really afraid that was going to be a crystal roller.
It would have been funny after all that.
Okay, look. I do want my team to win.
Yes, but I came here to laugh, and I've gotten to.
I mean, that's fair. This dungeon has been... It's funny, because usually TR is like one of those dungeons that's significantly easier because it's Randomizer as Zephyr.
Zephyr takes an unfortunate death on that.
Yeah, which is... I mean, it's a really... Oh, well. Good thing he took the safety door.
Mm-hmm.
And the one item he didn't check. Oh, Spy's gonna give him such a hard time for that.
Okay, that's a flute. So, now we are in a Schrodinger's Go mode?
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's not a comfortable position right now, because there are 2 bosses we don't know. There are 4 bosses we don't know that can be Tridex. We can have to kill 2 of them. We might have to kill the 3rd.
Falcon 5 mountain climbs required? That's absurd.
Yeah, 5, actually. Book, hook, book to get hookshot. Hammer to get up to your mirror and such. Fire rod, flute, and then GT.
Yuck.
Oh no. This, like I've said, this is not a fun blind fight.
No. Honestly, the fact that 3 of our runners went through it successfully on the first try was astounding to me. Like, that is a... This blind fight is not okay.
It is my opinion the worst place to get blind.
I'm pretty sure that spot is the worst place to get any boss that can appear.
Wrong. Moldworm there's a joke.
That's fair. And I guess Helmacopter is equal parts fun and terrible.
Actually, the only bosses that are truly terrible there are Blind and Vitreous.
No, Bowless Armos Knights is also terrible. If you don't have a weapon to deal with that, that can also be just not okay.
I mean, you have at least a weapon to deal with it. Just they're called the spikes.
Yes, but I've seen that be required to be like low percent or low-ish percent, and that gets real bad.
Zephyr had a red potion this entire time. I don't blame him for forgetting. This is high-pressure moments.
I still feel bad, but now it's like a moment of, okay, you kind of did it to yourself a little bit.
Alright, so we are going to enter and clear Misery Mire, we hope.
Yes, we're at least going to enter and get both items and grab the compass.
The Mire compass is now your best friend.
Right. The really funny thing is that the GT compass is actually useless, so we can't even ask for help there.
I mean, it'll tell you what boss is there. It'll tell you that Aga's up there. Phase in chat is right. Fighter Sword Argus in Skullwoods Arena is actually horrible.
Yes, I agree.
But, so our trip to Misery Mire begins with, that seemed like a tame enough Mire 2.
And now it's just chains everywhere.
And now it just decides to take the entire Aga Tower enemy pool. Time for Bread to find out that this room is fun.
There were just a handful of rooms that can just go somewhere else. And honestly, with the only thing remotely resembling a safety being the friggin' hook shot. Alright, small key in the spike chest as Zephyr heads down to blind again. So I imagine one of them is going to go head over to the left side here, and the other one is going to go to the lobby after he stops getting destroyed by red guards. You're both going? Okay, whatever.
I think one of them's going to do cutscene, the other's going to take hard right. Or...
Oh, it's because if there's a small key there, there's almost definitely
just put a small key there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ray was like, just do cutscene.
Oh, Bread getting the same unfortunate 1.0 that Ray got. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this bottom of TR is not fun.
No.
And chat, I'll confirm that it can be Mothula down in, or up on GT still. Our boss options for the top are Moldworm and Mothula. So if we see one, we then have a 50-50 as to what the bosses on the other spots remaining are. Do you send one person looking for items in Misery Mire and send the other directly to the boss?
Yes. Or they just both go.
They're gambling.
Alrighty, I know that Spy talked them into that, so... And I don't think we saw any items out of Myers, so this is going to be interesting.
We may have seen an item on the bridge chest. I don't remember.
I think that was the map.
And Zephyr's checking out Ice Palace.
It's not a bad play. If there's an ice rod in here, there's better than even odds that it's going to be required.
If you get the compass in here and then your teammate says flute, you just leave knowing you're in go mode.
If that compass
If
leads
boss
you...
leads to a Trinex.
Exactly, right.
That is not a compass.
It's not.
And Bread does have the joy of being able to do the easiest way of dealing with the lasers, and that is holding your shield at them.
Okay. So, can Armos be on Landmo 2?
Any of the remaining bosses can be on Landmo 2. Only Moldorm can be on Moldorm 2.
Okay, so we have a Moldorm locked down, and we have a Trinex either in Ice Palace, Landmo 2. Is that it?
Or Ice Trinex.
Or Ice. That's fair. Right.
Compass. Okay. It is Landmo versus Trinex in GT.
Oh, this is going to be wild. Alright, well, Spy, unless he does something really stupid, is going to be the first person into GT. So, there are 22 locations in the basement. Where do you want this big old key to be?
I do not want it to be in Ice Armos, honestly.
Yeah, that would definitely throw a spanner in the works. Unless, of course, the ice rod is just sitting in the basement of GT, then it is what it is, not a big deal. Which, by the way, I still don't think we haven't seen anything over in Ice Palace, so Zephyr's still running around here. Honestly, I like this play. They've had a handful of deaths, and even though both teams have, like, I can kind of see the, hey, we need to make a play, and if the ice rod is here and we need the ice rod, we are in very good shape. So I very much like this play. This is, I feel like, their best chance of winning this game.
So, it does look like Spy will be the first one to the tower, so our numbering will be based on the order he would pick them up in.
Yep, it's going to be close, but Spy will get there first.
Alright, and Spy chooses to go right.
Yep, Spy will start right, and then if he pulls a key, probably keep going right. Zephyr pulls a single arrow out of the big chest and then nopes out. I don't think we saw any boss information, though.
Reg goes left, no keys in Hope Room. Bread's checking the shovel.
That's another good one. Okay, just $20, so that's not it. Where is this ice rod?
2 keys, 3 keys in Stalfos room.
Okay, and then Reg is going to take... Okay, there was a moment of miscommunication there where Spy was considering mirroring as well, but Reg's like, nope, I'll mirror, you just go.
Shadows hiding in the walls in a kill room.
The thing that kind of annoys me is that neither of my loving teammates checked the 3 items in my area.
They've probably got that noted, honestly.
Sure, but it's still a situation where it's like, just please. I love how we still don't have an invulnerability item.
Same! It's funny! You know, only one of our runners has a boomerang, so...
Okay, compass room is filled out. Reg is going to go at least steal a key here. Maybe go full right. Yep, we're going to go full right.
Okay. This bridge is usually easier when it's not full of fire bars and spike traps.
And speaking of, there it is.
Oh, I've whooped! Okay. 50-50 chance, Hammer.
Yep. Let's see. That was check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Spy. Because he did not check the 4th chest in what you call it? DM's room.
Which, 8. We do have to count visual check on the torch still.
Oh yeah, good call.
Okay, so... Where, oh where, is this ice rod?
I feel like the more pertinent question right now is where is the Nexi? Because we now have 2 spots that we could get away with.
We have 1 spot we can get away with.
Could still be in ice. We never got that
Armos
information.
Palace. It's Armos. The big key chest had the compass.
Oh, did it? Okay, I missed that.
So, this is either vanilla Landmo, or we can't kill it.
This is literally either 2 vanilla bosses up the climb.
I mean, it's actually a really good gamble statistically because I believe it is still biased to have for Trinex to land back at ice Trinex when it tries to place a Trinex in the spot it's not eligible for. But
got it. Okay.
But first we have to go through every single shadow in the game that's decided to take up residence in here.
Yeah, and Spy deciding that Bombos has a use.
He does it for 4 shadows, but he doesn't do it for the pile of guards in the back of Eastern.
Look, I never accused him of being anything, honestly. I know better.
Moment of truth. Is this Trinex?
We're gonna know right here.
Yes, it is!
Which Spy doesn't know, but now he does. So there's the double mirror. We are going to see Reg go check. Wow.
They're both going left. They are both going for the it's in GT gamble.
I mean, I get that. I just thought one of them would go check the tile room.
Why would you do that?
Because it's there, and then you can. You know.
I'm speaking as the. I'm speaking as your teammates here. Why would we do that? We've been on top of each other for the last 10 minutes.
You're not wrong. I have noticed that about these Randomizer seeds. They do tend to, like, not enjoy Divergence as much as they otherwise could. I'm gonna give them so much crap if it's just sitting here in frickin' Rando room, though.
Oh, that's gonna be funny!
Not yet. We are not dipping pendants yet. We still have a bit to do here.
we have, I want to say 9 items in here.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Hello!
You were saying about Ice Rod just being in Random Room.
Okay. All things considered, that's not nearly as bad as it could have been.
I especially like Reg deciding, rather than mirroring, just take the elevator.
Reg's like, not a fan of Uber, gonna take a lift.
Okay, so...
So are you gonna give them crap about that, or should I?
Oh, no, you're their teammate. That's your job.
Spectacular. And I understand the point. Like, I understand the part of it where it's like, you know, what do we, or should we just keep going to Ice Armos then? And I get it, but it's right there, guys. Guys, it's right there, please.
I do think it's better in that case to send one runner up to Ice Armos so you know. Preferably the one who's on the left side picking up, who had just found the big key in that case. Because then you just go through, you find the Ice Rod. In that case, you can mirror and go, Ice Rod's here, we're in go mode now. But I appreciate a good gamble, don't you?
No.
That was an aggressive no. Meanwhile, Aga's backup dancers has picked up their... Bread has his 7th crystal. Zephyr is on... their 6th crystal. Just has to get through the miserable back of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, with still no invulnerability items. Like, where was my cape? Alrighty, so we are going to have a Nexy Nex here, and then a vanilla... I love how that stupid thing is still shooting. Like, oh. Least you can do is, like, not.
Yeah. This room does not have enough Ancilla to overload that Medusa. This is not a Cold Stare who absolutely messes with this room.
Reg. Okay.
Just trying to will your teammate to be careful.
Reg! Please! There's another one!
I mean, the game has to put the shell somewhere after it explodes.
I love how Reg is just not having it. He's like, you can have a Bombos.
After the day he's had, can you blame him?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Wow, okay. This thing...
That Patrick Star just absolutely funny. Round 2.
Speaking of round 2, that Zephyr, don't forget
no.
the
No.
Zephyr, you need the
Zephyr, the flute's right there.
Zephyr flute, please.
Oh hey, for once we actually have magic powder to deal with that anti-fairy. So Brad is gonna go left first.
Oh, this is me feeling really bad for Zephyr.
Because now Zephyr has to go back through Turtle Rock.
Right, because this is the one boss that you're not going to die to this game.
I'm wondering if there was a miscommunication on where the flute was.
Maybe? It may also have honestly just been a situation of... Okay, yeah. So
Oh, it turns out that the cape was in Mire.
Oh, there it is. Huh.
I don't like this back room. What about you?
I haven't found a back room in Randomizer that I liked, so, I mean...
I like that back room better than Turtle Rock back room. Bonk! That fire snake just wanted to be funny, didn't it? Double.
Nice.
Double.
Double. Oh, nice long shot double.
So, is Reg just going for style points?
Damn, he is.
Because Reg just did that faster than Spy did.
Yep, now it's going to be who can kill Ganon faster.
And it's been a ride here, Hammer.
Yeah. I'm just glad it's almost over. And I feel like all four of our runners feel the exact same way.
I mean, I feel glad about that too. This one has not been pleasant. I'd like to point out, Spy handled the big spike, Bread handled the big spike in there better than Spy did. Pulled it away from chest, and the side you wanted it to be on.
Spy got real cute with that hook shot there.
Hey, you know what's great about these warps being seeded?
We get to see which one sucks less at Ganon.
I was gonna say, it lets teammates say, hey, there's a bunch of warps and he ends up on this side of the map. Reg, no!
Dang it, Reg, why'd you have to let Spy win? I mean, honestly, there was enough of this seed that was awful that I feel like all of our runners just felt behind since, like, 10 minutes in. Like, it was just not okay.
You and I have been here this entire time, and I think we've felt behind. We're not even playing!
Yeah, this seed was not okay.
This is quite possibly the worst of the Randomizer seeds I've seen. But that is the last sliver of silver going into the pig for Spy. All he has to do is cross the bridge, and he will finish this seed off.
Spy finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 38 seconds.
Get your GGs in chat for Spy.
Get your no more crystal rollers in chat for this entire, like, all four of these players.
Yeah. Zephyr got back and got the flute.
I would like to point out that Bread did find that ice rod before deciding to do the climb, so that'll be one less thing to worry about.
Oh, good. Probably a case of Zephyr's far behind. I need to at least check these checks for either an ice rod or see if there's an ice Trinex before we go up.
And with that, Reg has also finished. As soon as he crosses the Bridge of Doom. With an official time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 25 seconds.
And that gives NDA its win. GG's to NDA, Reg, Spy, and also GG's to you since you're on the team Hammer. But it was your teammates who did the work here.
I didn't do nothing, yeah. And upon seeing that, both Bread and Zephyr have decided that 1 hour and 36 minutes of this seed is quite enough, and they're going to go do something else. Anything else, please.
Do you blame them?
I don't. I'm speaking from, like, a personal feeling. I feel attacked by this seed, and we won. Like...
I feel attacked by seed, and I'm the commentator. But we'll see if we can get our runners in for a quick chat about this seed, and we'll remind them that we are on SpeedGaming. This seed is not okay.
So, first off, GG's to all of you. Second off, even though I didn't roll this seed, I would like to say I'm sorry. And third off, what did you think of Crystal Roller Room and TR changing rooms?
Zeke, I thought we were friends. Why did you do
as
this
the one
to me?
person who actually did roll this seed, I'm going to sincerely say I'm not sorry.
Wow!
I mean, it's
Like-
Zeke. I'm not surprised.
That Crystal Roller got everyone twice, I'm pretty sure. Like, it was bad.
It only got me
Yeah.
once.
Well, there you go.
I
I
suck
still
at
had
the
to go
hook shot,
through 3
so-
times because somebody told me, "Oh, Flute's on the boss."
Yeah, I
Oh,
kind of.
no.
I thought. I don't know. I screwed up on the call.
I guess it might have been a miscommunication.
That was our worst. That was our worst co-op seed all season, including practice by far. Like execution routing, that was the worst.
Yeah,
Honest-
that probably went about
yeah.
as bad as it could possibly go.
On the
Honestly,
flip side, though, I will say that the last one we played last Friday was my worst rando in like 4 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it balanced
Something about
out.
Randomizer just throws you off sometimes, and it can, and you think like, oh no, our opponents they're getting justice thrown off right now. This is destroying them. I'm sure they died 3 times to conveyor belt blind in Skull Woods, and maybe you did, but you didn't die in Tower of Hera before you got that mirror, and the entire seed turned on that. Right, comms.
Yeah, that
You're not
mirror
wrong,
actually
though.
was the biggest point early on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
'cause we
trying to
just
find
routed
it. I'm just like, okay, I have all of Dark World open. I can just come back later. I'll probably find a mirror, come back, clear it out. Probably be fine.
It wasn't fine.
It wasn't
It was
fine,
not
and now we have
I'm a-
2
I'm a
more weeks
proponent-
rando.
I'm the proponent of the strategy of if something doesn't work, just go do something else for a bit and come back later. Strategy.
Honestly, it is better to take a break from it, find some other safeties if you can, like fill your bottles if you need to. But step away, clear your head. It is better to go in.
Zeke,
Remember you. Maybe it's
Zeke.
better to remember you have a bottle with the red goo in it and not trundle all the way back to potion shop and then back to the back of Skull Woods first. That was a bit of a mistake.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
at the time of the Trinex fight, there were no safeties available, so you just had to play the game and do it, and that was just unfortunate.
At least you didn't try buying a potion from the potion shop without enough money. Yeah, that's fun.
Well,
Yeah,
are
honestly,
you in playoffs?
We were clearing a lot looking for
Yeah.
Ice Rod just because I basically knew Trinix was in GT, and I'm like, okay, there's like a 50-50 shot he's in the basement and not guarding the big key, or like, you know, it's possible that Trinix is just in the Ice Trinix, you don't need to do it, and cool. But there's a very big possibility that Trinix is just on the climb, and suddenly the Ice Rod is going to be a problem.
Yeah, and I let Spy set the mood
About
with that one. I absolutely let Spy set the mood there. He was very aggressively pushing it.
Yep, I knew that would be his call.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know exactly why as well.
Because you're a nutcase.
Yes, but
He's a
specifically
nutcase
relating
that
to the
climbed 3
seed.
towers. He climbed 3 towers this seed. You'll love to see it.
See, I knew the very well at that point in the seed we had cleared literally everything else except for GT. So
No,
I knew
we didn't kill the Desert Palace boss.
okay, we did
We
not
didn't
turn
know
in
it was on that green
pendant.
pendant. Yeah.
That is
We
the
didn't
only
do
thing.
that. We didn't do ice. We didn't do a lot of things.
Oh, we full cleared ice.
We full cleared. Yeah, anything that wasn't green pendant was cleared.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Without the mirror for most of the seed, yeah. So gosh, this guarantees that we're in second in our division.
And
does this
it
put
also
you guys
puts
in wild
us-
card?
No, it puts us second in ours.
Oh, there you
so
go.
we should
Yeah.
end up
We
being
were-
the 8th seed, if I'm not mistaken.
We were in a situation where coming in the last 3 games of the season, we just had to win 1 to get that second in division. Then Hammer lost at cross keys. What the hell, man? And then we lost. We lost last week in rather embarrassing fashion to you guys. Or at least I'm still embarrassed by that performance. Not gonna lie. Glad it wasn't restreamed.
Hey, this was Bread's League restream debut. He's never been on restream in League before,
Hey.
and
Congratulations.
what
But-
In
what
my league
what is
restream, and
the-
I floundered and made myself a clown.
I've been corrected. This was my first restream for the year, so Bread has been restreamed once already.
Wait, did I? Oh crap! I remember.
We'll look it up.
Which one were you on restream for?
I don't remember. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, being restreamed is fun, especially if you're one of the types that does well under the pressure. Which
We
I was
normally
men-
do.
Yeah, I was mentioning to Spy and Hammer before the race. I actually have a pretty solid history of playing much better in restreamed races than non-restreamed races. And I mean, I had a couple of mishaps. That roller room that got everybody, and then I hard tunneled Swamp Palace and didn't have that sword out of Hype Cave, so I fought a very tense Cold Stare fight back there. But I did win it.
Nice.
Ask
And
Hammer
overall-
about our thoughts on that.
Oh, I know his thoughts on it. I
may or may not have sent him an all caps message after they had completed.
Yes. But overall, I am very, very happy with how I played that seed. I think I played it very well by my standards. So,
And I felt like I did a pretty good job of catching up there too after that first incorrect call. Yeah, about that.
I think I probably would have beaten Spy if I didn't die to Ganon.
It would have been close. You guys were literally fighting same time.
Yeah, we were talking about it, but I think that I would have done Phase 4 better. I think I would have.
Rude. Rank
Yeah.
throwing down the gauntlet.
You were also about 1 hit ahead, 1 warp ahead the entire time.
I believe
Get
it.
no love over here. Good lord.
You're sure as heck not going to get any from me. So.
I don't want it. Back off.
All right,
You're the guy.
there you go.
You're the guy that played in the main tournament, Spy. That's all the love you need.
Fine.
That all said, GG's to both teams. NDA, congratulations on your win and securing your playoff spot.
Feels good to get it on a win rather than backing into a wild card.
Ag's backup
Right.
dancer. It was a good, valiant effort, we'll admit. But this
Yeah.
seed was not pretty.
Yep, winning would have clinched us that wild card slot. So we're a little sad walking away, but oh well,
Well,
2 more weeks
well-
of rando.
Yeah, winning. Well, winning would have been still toss up whether we'd been first and.
I think
our
the way the
division or not.
tiebreakers work, we would have come out on above pass. I don't know.
I forget how it would have worked. But
Yeah.
If we won this, it would have just depended on how Picania did on their second game. Whether. But now we're pretty much guaranteed second, so oh well.
Oh well.
Still a good place to see. We might run into you guys again then.
You
Yeah.
got a higher seed than us, that's for sure.
But that said, I believe that's our last league race here on Speed Gaming tonight.
It is, yeah. We don't have anything coming up for the rest of the night, but we do have a bunch of stuff over the next several days. I believe that we have 3 more days of racing for the last week of leagues. If you haven't gotten enough of people running around screaming at each other and trying to dodge chain chomps and stuff, which we honestly didn't see very many this seed. That was the one good thing. Very few chain chomps. And definitely keep an eye on the schedule and tune in.
Shout out to the first Justice Swamp Palace and its chain chomp though.
That one got you. That was pretty funny.
I mean, with no invincibility item, I had no way. So, Spy was happy to hear he could skip it.
I was like, I'm going right by that then. Sorry.
So yeah, any final thoughts from either team here on this seed?
Crystal
Uh,
rollers are rude. It's interesting, but hookshot is overpowered when it comes to it. And GG's to the backup dancers, and we'll meet you later.
GG's. I apologize. I cannot beat Spy for you, Hammer. I know you wished for that.
It's okay. You tried. You got
I
him
tried
once.
to.
That's all that matters.
GG's. That was still a lot of fun. Yeah, even when I'm tilted in Randomizer, I'm still having a blast. If anyone watches, our streams, like I was smiling the whole race. Thanks for the race, guys. Thanks for comms and the trackers.
Shoutouts to Ike here and Relkin, our trackers today. And thanks, Hammer, for convincing me to join this commentary booth by signing up.
All I did was sign up, so I appreciate you joining me here. It was a lot of fun. Go ahead and follow SpeedGaming and SpeedGaming's host of channels 2 through 6, I believe, if you have not had enough Zelda Link to the Past or a bunch of other stuff that they do. They've got some Metroid stuff running now and some Mega Man, I believe. So definitely check out those channels. And other than that, I think that we're done. So have a good night, everyone, and may your Randomizer seeds not put crystal rollers in that room.